I'm Samantha Narson.
This is a WUFT News Update. I'm Samantha Narson.
In the building behind me, students as young as 5 years old are taught about why Carolyn Beatrice Parker was the better fit. Starting off at a table about this size and growing to a truck about this size, and about 80 markets later, Rooted by Martine is one of many small businesses here at the outdoor market in downtown Gainesville. Black Friday is less than a week away, and things are going to look a little different this year. The Lead's Chris Will visited some local shops to find out how they're preparing. Bachelor Nation addressing the topic of race, Jeopardy finding a new host, all of this discussed in our entertainment segment of The Lead. In national news, Amazon is now allowing its corporate employees to work from home until mid-2021 as the pandemic progresses. The museum's director of exhibits, Darcy McMahon, says visitors often feel a sense of magic when they enter the butterfly rainforest. That sense of magic is exactly what she hopes students will feel on their recharge day. Head over to WUFT News on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to watch this episode of The Lead. We're taking a look at leveling the playing field with COVID vaccination updates and overcoming gender inequality in sports.
The laughter of his children. An occasional bark. And quality time with his wife. This is what Travis Fitch lives for.
My kids are my world.
Home is where his family is.
Easter mornings, the birthday parties.
But they don't know where that will be, or if there is a place for them in Homa at all.
It's just hard not knowing what you're going to do from day to day. Not knowing where you're going to go, where you're going to end up.
Time living in his parents' now damaged home is coming to an end.
I took my first steps in that home. I had birthday parties in there.
A few months ago, his biggest concern was what present he was going to get his 6-year-old daughter, Callie.
That's my girl.
Hurricane Ida changed that.
My daughter's birthday is coming up on the 27th, and we don't know if we're even having our birthday party because we don't know where to have it.
The destruction faced all across southeastern Louisiana was not limited to physical damage.
After the storm it was hard.
The emotional toll.
Like there's nothing you can do, and like you failed as a father and as a husband because you cannot provide for your family like you want to.
The financial distress.
Living paycheck to paycheck.
And now his biggest concern.
I'm gonna do everything I can to keep us out of living in a car.
Travis and his wife Chelsea are not alone as they continue to navigate a real estate market hit hard by Hurricane Ida.
There are people trying to sell houses and they're not fixing it and they're just selling it as it is. And it's really, really hard because we don't have the money to actually fix a house.
A rise in housing prices has led to a rise in people who are unable to buy or rent a home. The wreckage of their homes has left many of these people living in their cars, tents, and some with relatives.
Realtor Beth Mathern looks at the first complex she ever owned.
It's hard to look at these because this was a kitchen, you know, and now it's just a mess.
The gutted apartments filled with memories of her former tenants.
You could see all the way to the end. That was Miss Cassandra. She'd been here for 13 years. The lady on the other side had got us a wedding, like an anniversary cake. You know, she'd watched our son. So they're not just tenants. I mean, they were people in our lives, and now they're gone.
She worries about those left homeless and helpless, as she's never seen a real estate market like this.
Where did they go? You know, we already were tight on rentals and tight on reasonably priced rentals. And now it just exacerbated this problem that we had. And so people that were already barely making ends meet, they can't, their ends are not meeting.
The median price of homes on the real estate market jumped about $25,000 from early summer to the days after the storm. Real estate data shows the median list price in May was $195,000, compared to $219,500 in September, right after Hurricane Ida's landfall on August 29th.
Now we have fewer houses to pick from, and you're fighting over houses that are gutted out with tarps on it. So, yeah, it was already bad, and now it's worse.
Travis and Chelsea don't see the market working in their favor anytime soon.
I had apartments that were $1,000 before the storm, and it went up to $3,000 to $5,000 for just a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment.
Pricing them out and extending the search for a place.
To grow old in that home. Sit on my front porch with a rocking chair.
To continue the Fitch family traditions. Samantha Narson, WUFT News.
When Martine Delbrin's grandmother passed away, the plants she inherited became family.
Before she knew it, she had a whole garden full of friends.
Kind of weird, but I talk to them, I sing to them and everything, so no, they're not just another plant.
Martine propagates every single plant she sells and still owns the mother plants. She began selling them at outdoor markets, like this weekend's Bazaar a la carte.
Starting off at a table about this size and growing to a truck about this size, and about 80 markets later, Rooted by Martine is one of many small businesses here at the outdoor market in downtown Gainesville.
She says there is a sense of community among the vendors as the support overflows. Layla Fakuri, an organizer of Bazaar a la carte, agrees.
It's just really nice where they come and they feel really motivated and encouraged afterwards because they get to meet so many other vendors, they get to meet really nice people who are supporting them and enjoying their products.
Her work helps Martine live her dream of being a plant shop owner.
Every day that I'm able to do a market, every day that I'm able to be at my store, I'm just so grateful and, and just so happy.
While also helping many other vendors share their creations and finds with the city of Gainesville. Samantha Narson, WUFT News.